Okay, good morning, everybody. It is May 17th. Okay, here we go. Feet together, hands together, pull them nice and close right into prayer posture. Make sure the thumbs are touching sternum. And as we do, look, I'm already starting to do it. It's so funny. You start getting your body conditioned to what you want of it. My body is already starting to do the cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. Remember, this initiates the relaxation response. It takes the body from sympathetic, fight or flight, into parasympathetic rest digest mode. Initiates the relaxation response. Continue. Make sure you do that. You're muted, so no one's going to hear you but you. Inhale through the nose, hot audible exhale through the mouth. Next one, exhale even more, so you force an even bigger inhale, and so that we get rid of that stale air, carbon dioxide that's probably in the lower lobes of our lungs. Just take a big exhale, and that'll force a bigger inhale. Here we go. Ooh, look at that big inhale. Remember, breathing down deep into the belly. Inhale, Buddha belly. Exhale, belly comes in and slightly up. Inhale. Exhale. Belly coming into the spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale. In and up, in and up. Good. Now let your hands drop to your sides. Feel heart center. Put mind right here. Just put your awareness right into the center. Slowly, real slow, turn the hands over so your palms are facing kind of angled but forwards, just receiving. And this is just that state of receptivity, receiving, inviting the light into the palms. Continue the breath. Remember, when you're in this mode, this is another form of Wu Ji. And when you're standing in this posture, try to feel heaven energy coming in through Ba Wei or crown chakra. This is Father Sky, Yang, coming into the body, funneling in. I picture it like a funnel like this, funneling into the body, golden amber light. And through the earth, Mother Earth, Yin, Gaia, is coming, that energy is coming up through the feet bottoms, and they're meeting at heart, yin and yang, Father Sky, Mother Earth, and just receive. This is just this beautiful posture of receptivity. Not doing anything yet. I'm just receiving the chi around me. Relax the hands, bend both knees, but weight the right leg. And wait until the left leg becomes totally yin or empty. Then step out, flat, empty foot, yin. And then sink into that yin leg, the left leg, and just let the body unravel a little bit side to side. Notice what I'm doing here. I'm also playing with my feet a little bit. I'm getting my feet, I'm just moving them, adjusting them a little bit as I go side to side. And I'm finding that perfect posture, that perfect stance or alignment that's good for me for today. My feet are forward, they're parallel, but I'm just finding that little width, and I'm also feeling my feet rooting. They're rooting into earth. And then a little bit forward and backwards, just a little bit. Heels, balls of the feet, heels, balls of the feet. Don't throw yourself off balance. Just rock back and forth just a little bit. And then boom, root down, root. This is called soul grounding, soul rooting, rooting the feet bottoms, hands. Now, before we begin, let's open up our Lao Gongs a little bit. Sometimes we do this just as something different to do. Open, see if you feel the difference, and then relax. Remember, opening Lao Gong, stretch them open, inhale, exhale, relax them and wiggle the fingers. Inhale, open Lao Gongs, exhale. See if you feel a difference in your laogongs once we start after this. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Actually, just do 2 or 3 of those. Now cup your hand and let's use those nice open, fresh laogongs to tap from the wrist, up the inside to the shoulder, and then down, or up the outside, sorry, down the inside. Up the outside to the shoulder, down the inside. Shoulder blade. Come around, armpit massage. Really get in there. Drum the ribs, activate the organs underneath. Other side, from the wrist, up the outside, down the inside. Notice I just turn my arm. I turn my arm. Shoulder blade. Use your other hand to help you. Come around, armpit. Ribs. Notice the increase in circulation. I'm getting so warm inside here. You should feel an increase in circulation. And thymus up. Exhale. Release any tension. And then get under here. You can do 1 at a time or 2 at a time. I'm right underneath collarbone. All those little lymph nodes under there. Oh, that's from, okay, something else. I feel a little tense in here, but I did a little workout that activated chest yesterday. So a little sore, but that's not lymph node, that's muscle. So just notice the difference if you have some muscular pain versus little lymph node that needs some help opening its gate. And stroke, straight down vagus nerve. Snap. Remember, you're using your fingers down here. You can't get to Dantian with the palms, so you snap with the fingers. Notice that sensation. Drum, gentle. Drum those kidneys and adrenals with gentle fists, and then rub, rub, rub. Kidneys love the rub. And let's go with the legs. If your knees are bothering you, give a little extra attention to those. You can give them a tap and a rub. Don't forget the fingers all around the ankles. Other side, when you're ready, take your time. If you're not done, always wait at the end for everybody. This is important. And I'm gonna, right here on the front hip bones, I will end there with gentle fist tapping, right here. And then root, root. Feel the 5 bows, sacrum down into earth, opens Ming Men and lower back. Feel the sky hook pulling the head top up, pulls the chin in. So I've got long spine, sacrum straight down, anchored into earth. The spine is the chain above the anchor. And then I've got bows in my knees, bows in my elbows. Beautiful Uchi posture. Find your sweet spot. And here we're going to bounce up and down, but let's go real slow and really time it with our breath, meaning inhale, exhale, rise, inhale, root, exhale, rise, root. Now you're going to inhale quickly. This will be a shallow breath versus the belly breath. This is the only time we actually intentionally do a shallow breath. This is called dragon's breath of fire. It's often, this type of breathing is often used in yoga. So you guys, I'll be talking, but you'll want tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth during this one, and only through the nose. Shallow breath quickly. Let's just do it slow and you'll see I'll pick up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Notice my hands are like pistons. Inhale, exhale. Now let's go a little faster. And as I'm going faster, I start relaxing more. Remember, muscles like fruit hanging from a tree, that level of relaxation. Then back to Wuchi. If you want, optional, you can, on the last breath, and I just tapped my heels hard. I mean, not terribly hard, but I just, just a brisk tap. And then let the body move, kelp. Just let it move if it wants to in between. And just check in. And if you don't want to move today, okay, don't move. Just hold Wuchi, check in, see how you feel. Notice any changes in your body inside from what we're doing outside. So some of these things that we're doing today, these tapping and the bouncing, that's external. Now I want you to go internal and observe, how did these external things that we just did, tapping and bouncing, how did they affect the internal? Maybe close your eyes, go inside your body a little bit, check in. Wow, how do I feel different? Do I feel an increase in heat, increase in circulation? Do I have a body buzz? There's no right or wrong for what you're feeling, but just go inside and feel. Check in. Notice any changes. You're just noticing. That's all you're doing, noticing, observing any changes from what we just did. One more, bounce and shake. And let's get more relaxed this time. You may need a tissue, by the way. I often do when I'm doing this one. More relaxed in the muscles, more relaxed. And back to Uchi. Let the body move. Again, check in. Inside. Check the inside. We just did something external. Check the internal. Notice. Just notice. That's all you have to do. Sink left. Push off the left leg to bring the feet back together. Remember, we always step out and in with the left leg. Always left leg, your left. From here, we're going to do what we talked about before class, a little tension and release. Feet are together, touching as much as possible. If your feet can't touch because of your body ergonomics, that's fine. Then let your inner thighs touch. Okay? Feet can't touch, inner thighs can touch. Then at least do that, and that will be good enough. So here we go. I'm going to run through the body as we bring the hands up, and we're just going to pull down. I'm going to show you from the side. The hands will come up. They'll make fists and turn. I want to point out a little thing that I can't point out when we're doing it. As the hands come up and they turn, watch. There's fascia right here. I'm turning. So I'm already starting. The fascia is spiraling right in this motion here, right? And then I'm going to pull down like this, and then we have that little chipmunk. Okay, so here we go, and I'll run through the body. You're going to inhale, and then I want you to slowly start bleeding off the breath so that you don't hold it, but bleed it off slowly. Here we go. So inhale, tense arms, back, booty, legs, feet, face, and bleed it off. Let it go. Let it go. You can step out and let it go. Good. Same thing. So now you know the process. You'll do it next time. So it's going to be arms, back, booty, legs, feet, even the feet. Let the feet go like this. Everything. And then face. Okay? So same thing. We're going to do it now out to the sides. And this time, we're going to go out to the sides. The wrists will be one way, and then we squeeze them. It's going to feel good. This way, and then this way, and then, and we let it go. Here we go, feet back together. We always do the tension and release with feet together, but now we go out to the sides. Here we go. So inhale, squeeze everything, start bleeding it off. Step out. Just let it all go. Let it go. We'll do one more right overhead. Hands up. The hands are going to come up this way again. Up. Feet together, overhead, and we're going to do the same thing with the wrist. One way, the other way. Here we go. Up, inhale, squeeze everything, the wrist the other way, and step out. You should notice it's kinking that garden hose. Now you're all bleeding it off as I'm still talking, so that's the hard part. I need you guys to not hold your breath and just start bleeding it off when you need to. Even as you're still squeezing, you can still be bleeding off the breath slowly. So just notice any changes. Again, this is kinking the garden hose and just letting it flow. It gets rid of lots of stuff. We hold memories in our muscles and our fascia, our tissues. And the more we do that type of tension and release, the more we start releasing those memories that are in the fascia. Maybe emotional memories, it may be trauma, whatever it is. It may just be tension, just overall tension that we're holding in the body. So that tension and release starts to let that go, like a tourniquet. And just come back into Wu Chi. And let's just do a little bit of accordion right here in front of lower dantian. We're going to do accordion in front of all three dantians. Feet forward, parallel, shoulders width. Maybe a little wider than the shoulders width. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Notice, I want you to notice, pay attention to something. Don't go too wide, first of all, where the hands lose contact with each other. I want you to feel the palms speaking to each other. Feel their connection. Feel like your hands are moving through water. The wrists, the fingers, the hands, super relaxed, like moving through water. No hitchhiker thumbs. Make sure the thumbs are relaxed too. And go with your respiratory rate. Don't go at mine. I'm showing you this is the inhale, this is the exhale, yes. But just make sure you go at your respiratory rate. It's always tempting to go at the same speed as whoever's leading the class. But I encourage you here to go, you're syncing with your breath, not mine, your respiratory rate. And this syncing up with your breath connects mind with body. Notice we're doing this in front of power center. Power center, lower dantian, is all about your relationship with self. This is your power center. Relationship with yourself. This is taking care of yourself. Feel the whole body opening and closing. Now you can add a little rise and root. Rise, notice my body slightly up and rooting back down. It's just another layer to this one. So it starts out being just this accordion, and then the whole body activates. The breath, rising and rooting down. Good. Make sure your feet are parallel, toes forward. Don't let the feet flare out. When the feet start to flare out, it opens up, or closes down Ming Men. You want to keep gate of life open. Now grab that chi. Feel that chi between your hands, a little bit of chi ball. And if you bring them nice and close, you may start to feel that chi. My hands are feeling warm. Grab that chi ball, bring it up to heart, right in front of heart center. This is middle dantian. This is relationship with others. Heart center. Middle dantian. So now we're working on relationship with others, activating middle dantian. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale. And yes, we're going to work all three dantians today, activating all three. The last layer on this one is, and you may or may not be ready to do this one, you would close your eyes and imagine when you're doing this accordion that your hands are inside yourself. Inside lower dantian, then inside middle dantian, which is where we're at now, heart. And you imagine that your hands are actually in there, massaging. That's the QIGONG part. When you're ready to add that, that's the QIGONG, and we'll revisit it. Right now, just get the motion. Sync up with the breath. Feel the heart center soften, open. Feel it release any holdings you may not even realize that you had there. And then on the next exhale, I want you to grab that chi, bring it up to wisdom center or upper dantian, third eye, and do the breathing here, do the accordion. Again, feeling the hands, if you can, going inside. You may or may not be ready for that layer, but it's always available to you when you're ready. Feel the hands connecting. Don't let them get too far apart where they lose connection with each other. Palms want to talk. They want to connect. On the next exhale, shine the ball. Notice how I'm going to move. I'm going to go like this. Not too much though. Don't over rotate. Just enough. Just enough. And I'm not shifting side to side, but I am just rotating the hip a little bit forward, just enough to get the hands rotating in a forward circle. And I'm shining that golden ball in front of third eye, wisdom center, upper dantian. So wisdom center, we talked about all three centers. Lower dantian, relationship with self. Middle dantian, relationship with others. And we're at wisdom center. Upper dantian is relationship with the source of all that is. And slowly move that down. Slowly start to come down. And I'm moving slowly towards heart. I'm going to shine that beautiful golden ball, taking this dull light and making it bright. Beautiful amber golden light. Now I'm going down to lower dantian. Just continue to shine the ball, polishing that beautiful golden ball. Back to Wuji. Then turn the hands in, and we're going to continue with what we talked about before class, doing a little bit of Tai Chi ruler right here. But we're going to go super slow. Right here. I'll set the pace. This slow. Let the body unravel. Let the nervous system unwind. So used to going fast all day, all of us, getting things done, lots to do, but not right now. Not right now. Right now, the only thing we're doing is going slow. That's what we're doing. Feel the palms connecting. Palms are about 10, 11 inches from each other. That doesn't have to be exact. Just till you feel the palms connecting with each other. And nice and slow. We're going to turn this in a moment and continue doing Tai Chi ruler, and then eventually we're going to bring it into the microcosmic orbit. Just breathe normally here. Don't worry about the breath. Right now, just go slow. That's it. Now I want you to do a few revolutions on your own, going super slow with eyes closed. Even slower. Eyes closed. Notice when the eyes are closed, something happens. I feel a deeper connection between my palms as soon as I close my eyes, because now my focus is on my hands. No longer, I removed my awareness. I removed what my eyes were seeing in the room. I removed my eyes looking at the screen of the Zoom class. I removed everything. Just going slow. Breathe. Let the hand settle and just check in. Notice any changes in your physiology, internally or externally, from going so slow. Just notice. Hold Wu Qi for a moment, please. A casualty of Zoom classes, I heard my refrigerator beeping. It means the door was open. So hold Wu Qi and just ground, root. Feel your souls rooting into earth. Now we're going to take this, we're going to work with the microcosmic orbit. Remember, it starts under perineum, goes up the back, close to the body, overhead, down the front. Two channels. You have the Renmei and the Dumei channels. And the back is your Yang channel, front is the Yin. The switch between the two channels is roof of the mouth. So that's where we keep the tongue there, tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth. So here we go, back, just holding that Wu Qi posture, and we'll go right into it from here. Feel the palms connect first, turn them towards each other. And we're going to, where the palms are, is where the energy is. So we're going to feel the energy. I'll go sideways so you can see me, because I want you to see how close I bring my hands to the body. So my hands are relating right now to the energy being in perineum. So we're going to take the energy under perineum, up the back, over the sacrum. Notice my hands come back, not too far, just right close to the body here, not over here, here. Now where are they? I'm over sacrum, Ming Men, thoracic, part of my spine. Now right around here, my fingers want to start going up because the energy is coming up overhead like this. So right here, the fingers want to start coming up. As the energy comes up, I'm actually feeling like I'm pulling it over the top of my head, over the top, and then down the front. This is my hand posture now that I've come up over the head and down the front. And the energy is here. Even though my hands are out here, the energy is coming down the front of my body. Now this is the yin side, so you want to feel more like you're floating down. The yang side of the body, the back, is more inhale, a little bit more yang. There's more like I'm lifting something. This is more like I'm lifting. And then the front, the yin, is more like, I'm just floating down. Don't worry about the breath so much. You can do inhale up, exhale down. If you don't have a long enough breath cycle to do that, you can do inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 in the back, 2 in the front. It's up to you. Go at your pace. So here we go. Up, overhead, and now float yin down the front. Relax. Just floating. I'm going to do a few of these on the flow. There we go. Under perineum, over sacrum, lower back, Ming Men, thoracic, neck, back of the head, jade pillow, over the head, and floating down the front through all the chakras, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, navel, root. Couple more just on the fly now. Here we go. Inhale. Pull the energy up. Overhead. float down the front. I would say don't worry about the breath right now. Just worry about feeling where your hands are is where the chi is. You're in that channel. I'm going up the back channel of the body, overhead, and I'm floating in down the front of the body through all the chakras. One more of these. You can do this seated, by the way, just as well. Up the back, overhead, down the front, floating. When you're done, come back to Wu Chi. Take your time to get there. I'm not there yet either. And back to Wu Chi, rooting into earth. Just feel that sensation. Shake. Shake a little bit. Always a good idea to shake in between things. If you feel you need to. Sometimes I feel like I need to just shake just to sort of settle my energy. Now I'm hot from that. I worked up a sweat. We did barely moved, but my circulation has increased. Now we're at the halfway point, so please take a sip of tea or water, and we're going to continue on with a bit more yang. That was about 30 minutes of yin. Okay. Back to Wu Chi after you're finished taking your drink. And now we're going to go into, so this is a natural stance. Right in line with the center of the foot, in line with the shoulders is a natural stance. And then this is soft horse when we go wider. And then deep horse, we go even wider so. When I go into deep horse, I let my toes flare out a little bit. That's the way my knees are most comfortable. Unless you've had a lot of karate training, some karate people can go into deep horse with their feet forward. I can't. And I think that's pretty typical that people want to flare their toes out. So let's get the toes flared out. We're going to do a little heaven and earth unite, and then some bend bow shoot arrow. Okay, so here we go. Let's go up and down a few times before we begin. Always good to warm up the legs. We haven't used them too much so far this morning, so let's just go up and down and just massage. And make sure you catch the knees. I always go around the knees. I used to just do here, but then I realized, no, the knees need it. And we're bringing circulation to the knee region. Yeah, there we go. Warm it up and down. Hands out in front, palm over palm. See this posture? Palm over palm, palms away from me. And I want you to just hold for a moment. Just let the thighs heat up a little bit. This is called Kung Fu Master. This is not an ancient Qigong. This is more of a martial arts. Just working the legs, warming them up, making them stronger. Remember, part of balance is leg strength as well. Sometimes if they start to burn, instead of just sitting in the burn, I may move up and down slightly. I may glide side to side slightly, very small. And then I come back into a fixed posture again. The more you do this, it's amazing how strong the legs get just from holding. And this is so gentle on the joints to hold this posture. So your thighs get stronger, they get circulation, blood is rushing to your thighs, you'll feel the warmth, the burning. And at the same time, I'm not really using my knee joints. They're just suspending. So this is a good thing for, not really using much joint effort, but yet increasing the power and strength in the legs. So let the hands come down now. Here we go. Heaven and earth unite. We're going to scoop up as we root down, scoop. Now go at your level. Only go down as far as you're comfortable. And make sure, one quick thing before we begin, super important, the ribs. So the ribs, This is the ribs flaring out. Look at my back. I'm just closed Ming Men, gate of life. I want the rib tips in, which means we have suspenders. There's a suspenders, imagine this, between rib tips and hip tips. And you have these suspenders, let me come in close. Here's the suspenders open, rib tips flaring out, suspenders open. Now I'm gonna pull rib tips in, close the suspenders. Open suspenders, closed. We want closed. That's rib tips in, and watch what happens. This is rib tips out, rib tips in. Notice, much better posture. Rib tips are in. I'm not holding my belly. I just pulled my rib tips in, flattened out Ming Men, which opens it, sacrum down into earth. Super important for these types of things we're gonna do now. If you go down too low when you're not ready, the rib tips will flare out. That's my point. So we don't want that. Then you're breaking the form and you're breaking the posture. So don't do that. Only come down until you're at your level. Look at your level. So we're gonna scoop earth chi up first, then out in front. So this is the motion, up, then out in front, then into heart. Feel that sensation into heart. Turn the hands over, push through the wall, circle the heart, bump the palms, and send it up. Scoop heaven chi. Unite it with earth chi. Up, then out, into heart. Turn the hands over, push through the wall as you root down, circle, bump the palms, and send it up. I send it up right around the mouth chin region. This is where I send it up, but then I scoop some more. Earth, up, into heart, through the wall, circle, bump, send it up, release. Heaven, earth, into heart, through the wall, circle, bump, send it up. Heaven, earth, into heart, through the wall, circle, bump, send it up. Heaven, earth, up and in, through the wall, circle, bump, send it up. One more of these. Scoop, heaven, unite, earth, heart, feel it, through the wall, circle, bump, release. Then just let the hands from a high horse stance, just slowly wand down the body, palms towards you, aligning, balancing your energy gates, centers, chakras. Go around golden ball and push down. Now from here, from high horse stance, we're just going to let the hands relax. The forearms come close, but they don't have to be like this. They can just be close and very relaxed. And everybody's body is different. You know, we don't want these in an uncomfortable position. Just bring them like this where they're comfy. This is my spot right here. Hold on. Okay, back into horse stance. Here we go. And remember, let's just do this once or twice. Always good before we actually do the posture to just practice. This hand is pulling the bow, the string back of the bow. This hand is one finger Zen. You can do one finger Zen, or you have two choices. You can do spirit sword. Thumb is covering these two, and this is spirit sword. You can do spirit sword, or one finger Zen. Your choice. But just do this a couple times. Pick the posture you feel most comfortable first, and then today I feel comfortable with this one, so I'm going to do this, and then do it a few times. Now notice one thing with this one. It's hard for me to see you guys because you're small, but make sure you're not like this, or like this. That's a common thing. Or like this, like this. Just try to get even. Notice I'm even. It's like my elbow and my arm, if you notice right now, are forming a straight line. Rib tips in. Keep your suspenders on. Keep those suspenders closed. Tighten down. A few times. Bend the wrist, then pull. Good. A few times the other side, just to work the body. While you're in a soft horse, a few times. Other side. Just feel it. I find this is really helpful to do this a few times before I actually go into the posture. All right, now let's add the rooting and the rising of the legs with the arms. Here we go, this is layering it in. Forearms together, rise, and then we root down, bend bow, shoot arrow. Notice I'm a straight line here. My arms are formed a straight line parallel to earth, that's my goal. Rise, root, shoot, bend bow, shoot arrow. Rise, root. Notice when that other or the arm comes out, rise, in one finger zen. Notice I bend at the wrist and feel the fascia stretching in the arms. Feel that. Rise, root, rise, root, rise, root, rise, root, bend bow, shoot the arrow. Look out through that hand. Once you've got the posture down, I want you to look through the hand, look through that one finger zen hand into the distance. I'm often looking at the screen, but I want you to look through that hand. Inhale, exhale. Now we're adding the breath, another layer. Inhale, exhale, root. Inhale, rise. Exhale, root. Inhale, rise. Exhale, root. Rise. Root. Rise, inhale. Root. Don't let the knees cave in. Imagine you've got spring loaded right in between your knees. You've got a spring. That spring is keeping the knees out, not caving in. That's a common mistake. Knees start to cave in and lose alignment with the top of the feet. We don't want that, so we imagine there's a spring loaded right here. Boom. Spring loaded. One more. Good. Push the hands down nice and slow and slowly walk the feet in. Toes, heels, heels. That's a very gentle way to walk the body in. Now we're going to do eagle flying. This is going to work our spine. Take a little drink if you need, please. Here we go. This is eagle flying, and so we're going to use eagle claws. Notice my hands, eagle claws. It's really good for the hands too to do this posture. And it's pretty tightened down like a claw. Okay, like I just picked something up. I'm holding on to it. Again, this is for spinal health. Feet back to parallel, shoulders width apart, and we're going to put the hands in the eagle claw posture. And if you don't remember this one, you haven't done it in a while, you can watch me for the first one or two and then start doing it yourself, because when we go over, it's hard to see each other. But even when we are over, I shouldn't really say that, because you should be looking towards the camera and we should be able to see each other's forehead. Notice this is the posture. It's like a skier about to launch off the ramp. You know, they come down that ramp and it goes like this. You're launching off the ramp. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, look up, chest up, spread the wings, spread your lungs, your ribs, and exhale, come through. I love this one. So good for the legs, spine, everything. Inhale, let chest up, look up. Exhale, Squat down, look forward. We should see each other's foreheads. If you can't see my forehead, then you're coming too far over. Exhale. Inhale. Chest up, look up. Exhale. Notice my hands a little bit higher than my hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. Push down. One hand stays down, the other comes up. Heaven and earth, press, press. Feel that stretching sensation. Release the hands. Compress the ball. Big beach ball, compressing the beach ball. Pinkies kiss. Pinkies pass each other. Pinkies pass each other. And then we push up again and down. Heaven and earth, press. Really extend. Feel stretching right here. And release. Should feel good on the ribs and spine. Compress the ball. Pinkies pass each other. We call that pinkies kiss. And press up to heaven and earth. Up to heaven, down into earth. Release. Compress. Pinkies kiss. Push. Press up to heaven, press down into earth, and release. Compress the ball. Pinkies kiss. Press heaven and earth, and release. Whew. Such a wonderful stretch. The spine, the ribs, the abs, everything gets stretched here. Stretch and release. One more. Press up, press down, release the top hand. Slowly let it float down, slowly, to meet the bottom hand. Washboard, inhale, exhale. Inhale. Turn the hands over. Just reset yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Shake. Just shake a little bit. Shake it all off. Good. Right into some mobility work. We're going to lube those joints. Remember, we're making two infinity signs. One here and one here. And then we get them going at once. First, I draw them. Yes, you can do these standing or seated. It's up to you. In, out. In, inner loops, outer loops. Inner loops of the infinity, outer loops. When you're ready, if you have this motion, if you don't have this yet, this takes a while to get. It's okay, but then don't add the fingers yet. Make sure you have the motion first. If you have the motion, then you can add the next layer, fingers. So this is basic unit. Basic unit is here. Got to get that first. Then we can add fingers. Come into a beak and then open and stretch. I'm doing the same motion. I'm just adding the fingers. Open, stretch the fingers, bring them in. Open, bring them in. Reverse it. I usually like to reverse it right here with the hands open. It just feels easier to me to switch gears. Now, inner loop, outer loop. Pinkies are leading now. Pinkies, inner loop, outer loop. Get the basic unit first, right? We don't add the fingers until we definitely have basic unit. And the elbows are not really doing much except floating. Now I can add the fingers if I'm ready, but make sure you have basic unit first before you even try to add the fingers. Good. Good. Okay. Wrist circles. Up and away. That's yang. Yang direction is away. Up and away. Yin, towards you. Towards you. Elbows just floating and really just working the wrists. Good. Elbows. Now I'm in the elbows. Towards me. Away. Good. Relax the arms. Spaghetti. Now just relax the arms. Shoulder circles. Shoulder circles. This is a great way to warm up for the next one, which is the one where we use our shoulder blades. Reverse it. Relax, relax. Now here. I've been doing this lately. I just wake them up a little bit. Shoulder blades. Wake them up. Wake them up. Wake up. Just tapping. Once they're woken up, arms out. Don't bend here. Resist the urge to bend here. Also resist the urge to big circles with the arms. It's not that. We're holding, this is the steering wheel on a ship, and I'm holding the bottom of the steering wheel. Not way down here, out here. Walk forward. Walk forward with the shoulder blades. Think where we just woke up, where we just tapped, pull from there. I'm walking forward. Forward's always a little harder than backwards, but walking forward, walking forward. Notice my hips. So my hips are pretty stationary, but my ribs are certainly moving. My ribs are moving a lot. Ribs are another thing that gets sticky and stuck as we age. Ribs and shoulder blades, so we're letting them both move. Reverse it, reverse it, reverse. Yeah, really pull, 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 pull. Yeah. Let the ribs start to move, the ribs to unstick, opening, closing of the ribs. No tombstone body here. Okay, shake it out, shake it out. Whew. Get it all out. Hips. Side, side, just a little warm up. Side, 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 forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now circle, slow, slow. Again, this is one that we want to go slow. The slower we go, the more we feel the stretching. Also, the slower we go, there's more of a chance the sacrum or the spine may adjust if it needs to. We're trying to get the spine soft and supple so that it can adjust on its own when it needs it. Even if it doesn't adjust, that doesn't matter. You're still, I'm sure, getting the stretching. Notice I'm moving from the hips. My head is just coming along from the ride, but this is the leader, and I'm skimming the inside of a wine barrel or skimming the inside of a hula hoop, however you want to look at it. Reverse, please. Same thing, inside of a hula hoop is a great visual. Feel that stretch. It's wonderful for the lower back and sacrum, hips, all of it. Come back to neutral. You can hold on to something if you need to, a chair, a counter, a wall. I'm just going to hold on to these imaginary stools with my palms down. I'm lifting my leg and I'm doing ankle circles. 5 to 7 one way, 5 to 7 the other way, and then you'll switch feet. Switch. Switch. It's amazing when you hold your hands out like this and you imagine you've got 2 stools that you have your hands on, how it increases your balance. It's pretty amazing. I'm rooting with my palms into earth and it's helping my balance while I'm doing those. Okay, and then here we go, cross the chest, shoulders up, look up, drop the shoulders, look forward. Shoulders up, look up, drop the shoulders forward. Up, look up, drop the shoulders, look forward. Head to the side, cross fiber massage. Just bring one of your ears down to your shoulder and then cross fiber massage right here. Other side, ear to shoulder, cross fiber the other side. Just getting rid of any tension here, loosening it up. And then neck circles. You can cross your hands, it keeps your shoulders out of it. Big neck circles. Feel the neck elongating. Reverse it. Good. Little stretch. Hand here, hand here. This hand is on the cheek. Going to go in this direction of the front elbow. Just a little stretch. Other side. Now I'm going this direction. Hand in the front. That elbow points the direction. Just a little stretch. Okay. Check in. Move your head around. Just see the difference. Notice any changes. Come back to Wu Chi. Just take note. Observe, witness any changes in the body from the beginning to the end of our routine. Root down into earth. Hopefully you're feeling more balanced, calmer, more centered. Shift the weight left. We're going to close our practice. This is called come to center. Shift left. Push off with the left foot. As you scoop the chi around you, bring the left foot in, feet touching again, or thighs touching again, whichever works for you. Hands overhead, feel. See this light over my shoulder here? That's sort of this golden light. That's the light I want you to imagine is coming out of your palms. This beautiful golden white light. It almost has an amber hue like the sun. And just imagine it's coming out of your hands like shower heads and you're bathing the body in it. Just dripping straight down the body into earth. As the hands float down, palms turn towards the body. I got chills on my forearms. That's my chi. Palms towards the body, aligning my 3 energy centers and my 7 chakras. Go around golden ball here. Go around and push down. Scoop more chi. Float the hands down the front. 1 for mind. 1 for body. Nice and slow. Go around golden ball. We don't want to push through the lower dantian. We want the chi to just settle here. And last one, palms together, straight down back to heart center, where we started. So we do 3 passes. When we have time, when we're in a rush, we can just do 1 pass to close, just one of these to close. It could be a quick pass, but when we have time, we do 3 passes, 1 for mind, 1 for body, 1 for heart. And thank you so much.